Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. My name is Jordan Waltman. I am a freshman admissions advisor here at SUNY Plattsburgh. I am regionally located on Long Island, New York. And we also have a student with us today. Her name is Paige. Paige, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about yourself, that'd be great.
Of course. Hi everyone, my name is Paige. I am a senior nursing student here at SUNY Plattsburgh. I'm originally from Messina, New York, which is up in the North Country area. I'm really excited to be here today.
Perfect. Thank you, Paige. So tonight's presentation will last about 40 minutes. You have the opportunity to ask either myself or Paige questions throughout. They're all anonymous, so please feel free to ask any questions that you may have. I will also be holding questions for the end and during the slides as well. So let's begin. All right. So to begin, I'm just going to go over a quick couple fast facts about SUNY Plattsburgh. We were founded in 1889. We actually began as a teaching college, so we had one building on our campus, and we have now grown to over 300 acres and 36 buildings here on campus. One thing that the students really do enjoy about our campus is the close proximity of all the buildings. So our residence halls and academic buildings are pretty close by each other. I would say it takes about 10 minutes to walk the farthest points on campus to the other. So we do not have shuttles on campus that bring you class to class, but the freshmen and transfer students really become acclimated to our university rather quickly. We do have 5,200 undergraduate students on campus and about 300 graduate students, and we are pretty diverse as far as where our students come from. So we represent 32 different states and 73 different countries on campus. And our university as a whole is accredited by the Middle States Association. So different programs will have different accreditations. That is just our whole university. And I want to take this point to also talk about our location at SUNY Plattsburgh. So Plattsburgh itself is the largest city in the county. I always tell students, you get off the highway and basically everything you need is right there on that one road. We have the Plattsburgh Mall, we have a movie theater, we have bowling alley, we have Walmart, Target, every fast food restaurant you can think of, including a Chick-fil-A coming next month. So the students do have all the necessities within close proximity to our campus. Within walking distance, we also have a little uptown Plattsburgh, and that has some shops, it has your nightlife, and it also has a lot of restaurants, and they all have outdoor eating, so it is a really nice environment. We have the Plattsburgh State Beach nearby as well, so we are in the Lake and Adirondack region. Our campus is near Lake Champlain. It is a beautiful beach. The students really enjoy going swimming when it's nice out. They can go kayaking, canoeing, they go cliff jumping. They really do enjoy it. In the Adirondacks, we have a thing called the Adirondack 46ers, and those are the 46 peaks of the Adirondacks. Some of our ambitious students like to try to climb all 46 by the time they graduate. And we are also by skiing and snowboarding mountains. So if any students are interested, we offer discounted season passes. Our closest mountain is Whiteface. It is in Lake Placid where the Olympics were held, and it has the largest vertical drop on the East Coast. We are an hour from Montreal, Canada, and an hour from Burlington, Vermont, and also about an hour and a half away from Lake George. So we are in a huge tourism-driven area. There's a lot for our students to do. They really enjoy having the opportunity to be in a different country, in a different state, all within the same day. And now I'm going to gear this presentation really towards you. I want to show you what your 4 years at SUNY Plattsburgh could look like if you choose to join us. So your first stop is going to be orientation. You got accepted to the university, you made your deposit, and now you come up for orientation. These times are over our summer months. They are separated by your birth month, so that is where your time slot will be. And it is a free overnight experience for all freshmen. You have the opportunity to live in the residence halls. You really can start getting acclimated to the university and the surroundings. We make your freshman schedule that day so you can go around to the different academic buildings and see where you'll be spending most of your time. You get your freshman ID that day, and we also hold off for roommate assignments until after orientations have been completed. We do this because a lot of freshmen meet their roommate during this overnight experience. If you do not have a roommate coming in, you can certainly request a roommate. We'll try as hard as to accommodate that. But if you do not, we offer roommate quizzes. So you can take that quiz and you can submit it to us, and we'll pair you up with someone of similar likes and interests. Parents are more than welcome to attend orientation sessions as well. We do have certain parent presentations during this time frame. They just have to find their own accommodations. And then opening week begins. Some students like to call this syllabus week because you'll get your syllabus for your freshman classes. It is your move-in week, so it'll be a lot of busyness, 5,000 students moving into campus, all their parents and friends. We do have a lot of people that will help you with move-in. All of our athletic teams and Greek life organizations will help kind of move you into campus. So that's kind of your first experience of what the community is like here at SUNY Plattsburgh. You also have the opportunity to meet with your RA and your floor mates. So all of our residence halls have RAs, formerly known as resident assistants. They are students of a sophomore year or higher academically, and it is a paid position. So you get your room and discounted board, and that really helps, you out. Basically, they're there for any misconduct reasons, or maybe you just need a little extra support system, but they also do a lot of fun events on campus. You really want to get to know all of your floor mates. Those are really going to become your family over the next couple of years. They'll do fun things like bingo, karaoke night. A lot of students, they kind of, like, I want to go, but then they see free wings and free pizza, and they go, and they end up having a great time, and they meet some of their best friends this way. So it is really important. You get the opportunity to explore campus both on and off, so that's really fun. We do have a shuttle bus that brings our students both uptown and downtown, so to those areas that I mentioned previously, like the mall and the restaurants. That is sponsored by our Student Government Association. It is free of charge, and it runs 7 days a week, making several stops to downtown and to campus. And then you can wrap up any last minute items. So whether you need to talk to academic advising, financial aid, the EOP office, everybody will be available during this time frame. And I also want to take a moment to talk about how our resident halls are set up. So being that you will be living on campus at least your first 2 years, you're guaranteed housing all 4 years, but we have a couple different options. So we have 11 residence halls on campus. We have both traditional style and suite style. So traditional is going to be 2 or 3 girls or guys in a room, and you share a common floor bathroom. And then suite style is going to be 3 rooms of 2 guys or girls, and you have your own kind of living room. You share a common kitchenette, and then you have that bathroom for those students. So freshmen have the opportunity to choose either or of those kinds of resident hall options. Then your first semester, you really start, day one. If you come in declaring a major, you're going to have that opportunity to be in classes incorporated with your major. So if you're in a TV film production major, you're going to be taking classes where you learn how to work with the camera. It's really important for our students to start day one in their major because you want to make sure it's the right fit for you. If you don't start until your junior year and you realize you don't like that major and you can't see yourself having that as a career, it's kind of too late, and you'll add extended time to your time here at SUNY Plattsburgh. If you are a general education major, that is quite all right. About 30% of our students come in as undeclared, and we really provide a lot of support and assistance for those students. So you will be taking career aptitude tests, kind of going over your likes and your dislikes, what maybe career paths you're leaning towards. And you also will be taking a lot of general education courses. So just like taking courses in your major, you'll take intro to psychology, intro to criminal justice, and maybe you like one or the other, and you can kind of go from there. If you decide a major before your junior year, you still have the opportunity to graduate within 4 years. We also have a phenomenal honors program here on campus. So our honors program, it's set up for students. We have our whole honors center where a lot of the students will go in and they'll use that as a resource, they'll use it as a hangout area. Our students graduate with honors distinction if you take a certain amount of honors classes. They do a lot of community service, and it's just more of a distinction on campus, but it is a great program to be a part of. And as far as support goes, we offer a ton of support on campus. From your professors having open door policy, they have to hold a certain amount of office hours every week. So basically your first day of classes, they'll tell you what days and what times and where they'll be available. Certainly utilize that time, whether it's just for an upcoming quiz that you have questions about, or maybe you're looking for some extra credit or an internship opportunity. Your professors will really be your biggest support system through your 4 years. Your academic advisors. So those will be the individuals that help make your schedule for the upcoming semesters. You have to meet with them a minimum of 1 time every semester to make your upcoming schedule, but they are available many times throughout the semester. Just make an appointment with them and they'll help you out. The Learning Center. So our Learning Center has peer tutors available. They are free of charge for our students. We offer tutoring in over 200 different majors. 200 different classes, I'm sorry. Those classes can range from physics to English, and basically anything in between. A lot of students, if you're having trouble just writing an essay or you need proofreading, you can send it there. Or if maybe you have an upcoming trigonometry test and you need help with that. You can set up appointments either one time, or you can set up bi-weekly, weekly appointments on a reoccurring basis. And then we have our Student Support Services Center. They will be assisting students that maybe are first generation, or maybe you have an IEP, or you just need a little extra assistance. They will be the ones that help guide you or provide that assistance themselves. And now we actually have a question. The question is for Paige, and the question is, Paige, what kind of academic resources have you utilized here at SUNY Plattsburgh, and how have you balanced your personal and academic life on campus?
So I've used the professor's office hours the most. So in your major, you're going to be assigned your own advisor that is a professor in your major. So this is someone who knows the ropes. They know exactly what you have to do from point A to point B in order to graduate, and they're there to help you and kind of assist you along the way. So I've used that a lot. The Learning Center, when I took statistics, I didn't do so well, so I got a tutor. So I would go in for group tutoring. There wasn't really a lot of pressure. You just walk in whenever you're free, ask questions, things like that. So that was a really beneficial thing for me as well. And then managing my time, so I'm very involved in club activities. I also have a job off campus and a social life. So I think the best thing is learning time management, which you are going to learn when you come to college. And then really working hard at the things you're passionate about. So I always say that if you enjoy it enough, you'll make time for it. So just kind of taking your time and learning how to balance everything. It kind of just happens the way that it's meant to happen, and you'll kind of figure out to do it as well as you can do it, and you have the support services to help you if you need them.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. And next would be declaring a major. So for incoming freshmen that are maybe unsure of what they want to major in, we do offer a wide variety of programming, or for our undeclared students as well. That's why a lot of students feel comfortable coming in undeclared, because we offer so many different programs that something is going to fit their wants once they choose a major. We do have 3 different schools, so I'm going to talk about couple of our more popular, unique programs to us here at SUNY Plattsburgh. But if you have a major that you want me to talk about, just write it in the box below and I will certainly go over that major. So for our School of Arts and Sciences, one of our more popular programs is going to be Criminal Justice. It is a program dedicated to students that want to work in policing, parole, probations, corrections. Offer a lot of internships in that program for our students. So there's a correctional facility about 10 miles away. We do have university police on campus as well. For journalism students and communication studies, we have a whole communication studio. They utilize this equipment from day one all the way through their senior year. So we have 2 radio stations, a television station on campus, multiple magazine and journalism writing options are offered to those students. And then education, health, and human services. So some of our more popular programs is adolescent education and childhood education. So they are both combined bachelor and master 5-year programs. Our childhood education is birth through 6th grade, and we have our own daycare center here on campus. And adolescent education is middle school through high school. We offer course curriculum in all 5-year course subjects, as well as Spanish education. And then nursing, I would say nursing is our more popular major. It is a direct entry BSN program. We have a STEM lab on campus, so our students are able to work in our STEM lab and has breathing and talking dummies. You can do everything you do in the nursing field, just if you mess up, it doesn't matter. And then once you are prepared, we have the hospital directly across the street where you complete your clinical hours. And then we have a whole School of Business and Economics. So we have 12 programs under this school. Some unique programs to us is Global Supply Chain Management. And that program is basically getting your goods from a cheaper and faster rate than your competitor. That program has about 100% job placement rate for us. We are also the only SUNY to offer entrepreneurship. And another popular and unique program is hospitality management. So we have a 5-star restaurant on campus that our students utilize. They do everything from the prep work in the kitchen to creating the menu and bussing the tables. We also work with a lodge on Lake Champlain, about 10 minutes away from our campus. And the students, again, they will do the maid services, they'll take the reservations. If there's anything else needed on the lodge, they get that full hands-on experience. All of our business programs are AACSB accredited, which is the highest accreditation you can receive in a school of business, and they're also all internationally accredited as well. And then next step would be getting involved. So as freshmen, it's really important to get involved. This is how you become friends. College is what you make of it. So we have so many different program and opportunities for our students. We have more than 100 different clubs on campus. Some of our unique clubs would have to be Patty Slack. So that is basically students take a tightrope and they tie it in between 2 trees or 2 items, and the students, they will do backflips and all types of different tricks on these ropes. We also have a ski and snowboard club on campus. We have Kinks, and Kinks is a club for students to share beauty and hair and makeup techniques, and they'll come and they'll do all of that. It is a more popular club. We have several cultural clubs on campus, and as far as organizations, we do have recognized sororities and fraternities on campus. We also have Student Government Association, so the SGA sponsors a lot of events on and off campus. They will organize bus trips. Typically the bus trips are $5 and they will go to Lake Placid, Montreal, Canada, or Burlington, Vermont, and these will be all throughout the school year. Resident hall events and hall council. So in all of our freshman halls, we have community advocates. And the job of the community advocates is basically to create a lot of programming. They will be the ones that get you out of your resident halls, get you out of your rooms, get you acclimated with your floor mates. They do events all the time. And they also live in your residence hall. So it's a good opportunity to get to know them as well. And you have the freedom to start your own club. So on our campus, all you need is 3 members and a faculty member to help you out, and you can go to the SGA board and you can become your own club. Oh, we actually have a question for Paige. The question is, Paige, are you involved in any clubs on campus, and if so, which ones?
Yeah, so I am part of 2 of the nursing clubs we have on campus. So one of them is just a Student Nurses Association. So it's kind of, we're all there for support. We do community service, things like that. I'm also in another nursing club. It's a national affiliated club. So you pay for a membership and you get to attend conferences and professional organization events and things like that. And then I'm also part of Colleges Against Cancer. So that's one of the clubs on campus. We put on a Relay for Life, and we raise money for the American Cancer Society. So being involved in holding board member positions in those has been really beneficial since I've been here at Plattsburgh.
Perfect, thank you. And next would be our Cardinal Sports. So we have 18 NCAA Division III teams here on campus. As you can see in the picture, our women's ice hockey team is actually 3-time national champions, and we also have men's ice hockey as well. Women's lacrosse was just added this year, but we also have men's lacrosse, we have volleyball, softball, baseball, track and field, we have men's and women's basketball. And then if you're not interested in playing at the NCAA level, maybe you want to be more of, a team sport, you want to help root for our Cardinals, then you can certainly join the Red Zone. So that is a really fun organization to be part of here on campus. They will come to all of the home events and they will paint their bodies red, they will bang drums and have all types of cheers, and it really shows that we have a good team spirit and a lot of camaraderie here on campus. We also have club and intramural sports as well, so it's a great way to stay active and to stay part of something here. Some of our teams include men's and women's rugby. We have co-ed volleyball, we have men's and women's lacrosse, we have pickup ice hockey, we have cheerleading, we have the Cardnettes, and we have basketball. There's a ton of others as well. They are all on our athletic website if you're interested in joining a club or intramural sport. And then we have the fitness center. So we actually have 2 fitness centers here on campus. They have top-of-the-line equipment. We also offer classes. So if you want to take a class in spin, yoga, Zumba, Pilates, they have those included with your membership. And then we have an Olympic-sized swimming pool and an indoor climbing wall. There is a lot of things, just to do outside as well. We have a couple mile tracks on campus, so it is a good way to stay active here. So you did it. You are on to your 2nd year, so you're wondering what comes next. Adding a minor or second major. So a lot of students don't realize how little credits you may need to add a minor. You are going to be taking general elective classes anyway, so why not do something and actually, make it a second major, make it a minor. We have some students here on campus that are triple majoring and still graduating in 4 years. So as you can see here, these are just some programs that do go hand in hand. For instance, computer science and physics and marketing and adding an art degree in graphic design. But you can certainly talk to your academic advisor and they will be the ones that guide you. You cannot come in as a freshman double majoring, but we will certainly help accommodate that. It's always good to add another major or minor, just helps your career opportunities after. And then experiential learning. So a lot of students believe that they only get that hands-on opportunities through internships. And at SUNY Plattsburgh, that's definitely not the case. We like our students to be as hands-on in the classroom as possible. So Paige, she utilizes the University of Vermont Healthcare Center. That is where she completes her clinical hours, and it's the hospital that's directly across the street. Due North and Cardinal Points, those are two of our school newspapers here on campus. We have the Lake Champlain Institution, those students involved in environmental science, ecology, environmental planning, they can utilize those facilities. A traumatic brain injury center for our psychology majors. We have a hearing aid center for our communication disorder students, a daycare center. The list really goes on and on. For our art students, we have several art labs on campus. You have the opportunity to utilize those art labs if you're enrolled in the class until 3 a.m. every single day. So we really want to prepare you as much as possible. We feel that the students that get that hands-on experience, they make sure that this is the major for me. You get that hands-on experience, say, yeah, I can definitely see myself in this career just due to that hands-on learning I had at SUNY Plattsburgh. And then landing an internship. So you can see here, these are several of the internships that our students have completed with us. They are not just in the Plattsburgh vicinity. So Walt Disney World, we send our hospitality students through the Disney program, NBC, the MLB. The list really does go on and on. With every program, you are given an internship coordinator, and that person will help you get that internship. You know, whether it is in Plattsburgh or whether it's in New York City or Syracuse, it doesn't matter. And if you find an internship yourself, whether it's you want to go to law school and you find an internship working in your local attorney's office, you can certainly do that. You just have to make sure that the program coordinates with your major and that we accept that internship. Internships can be paid, they can be unpaid, and our students are completing 1 to 3 before they graduate. A lot of students just think that internships are for juniors and seniors in college, and that's not the case. We have some students that are freshmen, some students that are even incoming high school seniors, and they've already completed an internship. You might not receive that academic credit for it, but it does help build your resume, and we even have some seniors right now that, you know, it's the first month of classes, they already have jobs when they graduate in May just due to some of their summer internships or internships that they completed in their junior year. Okay, now being a leader. So being that as a freshman, I'm sure you want to join tons of clubs, be involved as much as you can. It is really important to gain a leadership role in maybe your sophomore year. So some of those could be a club executive on a board. So our SGA, or Student Government Association, they have presidents, vice presidents, treasurers, secretaries. Those are all available positions to you. Project help, I would say a good majority of our students participate in Project Help at least once before they graduate. It is a great community service outreach program that we have here. They work with Habitat for Humanity, homeless shelters, soup kitchens, the local schools and community, and they really give back to the environment. We are doing over 500 hours of community service every single year. Working in residence life, so like I mentioned, being an RA and community advocate, they are both sophomore level positions and up. And they're paid positions. You get discounted room and board, and you get to live in the residence halls. Some campus jobs. So we do offer a lot of campus jobs, both work study and non-work study available to our students. Some of those positions can be being a tutor or working in our athletic department, teaching a spin class, or even working in your majors department. So if you're an art student, that art department is going to need help, you know, cleaning up the labs and making sure everything is in order. So that could be a position possibly for you as well. Greek life. So all of our sororities and fraternities here on campus are recognized, and what that means is we hold them to an academic and a community service standard. So within all of the Greek life organizations, there's presidents, there's vice presidents, there's treasurers, and those individuals make sure that all of their members are obtaining their standards, paying their dues, so those are all available positions. And then there is several honor societies here on campus. You know, we do have the honors program, but there is honor societies depending on your program. You can certainly talk to your professor and see what the qualifications you need to become a member of the honor society. Study abroad. So being that we are part of the SUNY system, we have over 500 opportunities to study abroad internationally. And what that means is if we do not offer a program that you're interested in, but SUNY Geneseo does, you can go and you can study through that SUNY Geneseo program. So virtually 500 locations, you can go anywhere across the world. Really, your opportunities are endless. We have short-term and long-term opportunities available. So for some of our students, you know, you have a rigorous course curriculum and you don't have that opportunity to go abroad for a semester or a full year, but you want to. So we offer winter and summer sessions as well. And then the National Student Exchange. So one thing that's really unique to us here at SUNY Plattsburgh is a domestic student abroad. And what that means is basically studying anywhere in the continental United States. A lot of students will take this opportunity to maybe live in a location for a semester that they want to possibly move to after graduation. Our most popular locations currently is Hawaii and Colorado, but again, you can study in Texas, you can study in Vermont. Your opportunities are virtually endless in that. And then preparation. So we have a great career development center here at SUNY Plattsburgh. And one thing that not a lot of students know is you can utilize the Career Development Center starting as early as your freshman year, and they will work with alumni as well. So they have a lot of resources, whether it's for internships, careers after graduation, on-campus jobs. They hold a lot of workshops throughout the semester. So I know one of them coming up is called Suit Up, and they're actually pairing up with the local JCPenney's when JCPenney's is closed to the public, but they open it up to us for a couple of hours. They're giving all of our students 40% off for professional attire, and they will have stylists there to help you prepare some outfits for possible interviews and things like that. They also have an etiquette dinner. They invite a lot of alumni to the etiquette dinner, so it's also a networking opportunity, and they will teach you the do's and don'ts of maybe one day you have a dinner with your CEO of your company and what to do at that dinner to help you. And then that bittersweet moment of graduation. So, hopefully you prepare you with enough resources to either enter that master's program or to get a job right after graduation. But one thing is for sure, we do have an amazing alumni office here. We offer alumni events all throughout the state, all the time. We are having our annual alumni event here on campus, and it is, a great opportunity. It's in the fall for all the students to come back. And like I mentioned before, our alumni can always utilize our Career Development Center. So whether you graduated 10 years ago and you now have an upcoming job opportunity and your resume just needs a little bit of tweaking, you can certainly come back. You are always a Cardinal here with us, SUNY Plattsburgh. And now I just want to take a few moments. You saw what your time could look like here at SUNY Plattsburgh to kind of go over some requirements, some deadlines, and some other information that you may need to enroll. So all of these are about our middle 50% for incoming freshmen and transfer students. The average GPA we're looking for is about an 85 to 92. We're looking for about 1060 to 1180 on the new SAT, a 21 to 25 on the ACT, and if you are a transfer student, a 2.6 to a 3.3 GPA. We do award merit aid, about $4 million annually, and about 43% of our students do receive this aid. It is not something additionally that you need to apply for. It is based off the academic information you provide to us. Some dates and some deadlines. So for those freshmen looking to join us in the fall 2019 enrolling class, we recommend that you apply by December 1st. For transfer students, March 1st, and to have your FAFSA filed by December 15th. The deposit deadline will be May 1st. And if you're looking to enroll in spring for 2019, for transfer and freshman students, we do recommend November 1st deadline. Have your FAFSA filed by November 1st and that deposit deadline. And stay connected. So we do have a couple upcoming open houses on Saturday, October 20th and Saturday, November 17th. Those are a great opportunity to take a tour of campus. All of our faculty and professors will be here, so you'll have an opportunity to talk to them about your specific programs, maybe get a tour of the facilities that we have to offer within your program, and also talk to our support staff. So we'll have an admissions team there, financial aid, athletics, residence life, our EOP office, and student support services will all be available to you and your families. And definitely stay connected. So Instagram, Twitter, hashtag #PlattsLife, that's some opportunities for you can find us. Instagram, we are always updating new things. We had our ribbon cutting for our new renovated residence hall yesterday, so you got to sneak peek of that. Sometimes we do student takeovers, so you can follow us and you can go around with the current student that day and see where they ate for breakfast and what they're doing in class that day and what activities or meetings they have that afternoon. So it's a definitely cool way to stay involved on campus. And the future is yours. And now I really want to open this opportunity to see if anyone has any questions for either Paige or myself. We do have a question actually for Paige, and the question is, what is your favorite place to eat on campus?
My favorite place I'd have to say is Einstein Bros Bagels. So they have really good bagels, really good sandwiches, and their coffee is delicious. I'm a big coffee person. So they have lattes and smoothies if you're not a big coffee person, but they have the best coffee. So, and that is all included in your meal plan, so you don't even have to worry about it. It's my favorite.
Thank you. And one last question, it looks like. Why did you choose SUNY Plattsburgh?
So I chose it for a few reasons. One of them is because of the nursing program. There's a lot of great aspects of our nursing program that a lot of schools didn't offer me, and those can all be found on the website if you look it up if you're interested. The second reason why I chose it is how I felt when I was here. Everyone was very welcoming, everyone held the doors for me, everyone greeted me with a smile on their face, and it just made me feel like I was where I was supposed to be. So I highly recommend coming to visit if you can and just seeing the culture here because it is very welcoming and comforting.
Perfect, thank you. And I also want to thank all of you for joining us this evening. If you have any questions in the future, please do not hesitate to reach out. And thank you, Paige.
Of course.
Have a great night, everyone.